How to cure bleeding hemorrhoids: 7 effective ways. Both natural and medical treatments are available for those sufferers wondering how to cure bleeding hemorrhoids, the effectiveness of these therapies being most of the time similar. However, lots of people dealing with piles prefer opting for natural cures instead of relying on medical procedures and prescription drugs because they feel ashamed to talk about their condition or are afraid of the potential side effects of medical treatments. If you're among those people wondering how to cure bleeding hemorrhoids fast without asking for a physician's help and without having to take medicines for several weeks or months, take a look at the natural solutions below. How to cure bleeding hemorrhoids with bitter gourd. A first solution for healing bleeding hemorrhoids, whether they're internal or external, is reducing blood pressure and strengthening the walls of hemorrhoidal veins. This can be done using natural remedies such as bitter gourd. Leaves of this plant are highly recommended to pile sufferers as they act by stimulating digestion of foods and peristaltic movements of the intestines. This means they prevent foods from stagnating inside the digestive tract and favor the elimination of toxins through feces and urine. Extracts obtained from bitter gourd leaves prevent hard stools and inflammation of anal veins, so if you're looking into how to cure external hemorrhoids or want a solution with proven effects in reducing symptoms caused by internal piles, 1 to 3 cups of bitter gourd leaves juice served daily should make piles go away quite fast, stopping bleeding and relieving pain. How to get rid of hemorrhoids fast by reducing caffeine intake. If you want your health state to improve and get rid of bleeding hemorrhoids quick, you should reduce the intake of coffee and caffeine-rich products, such as chocolates or energizing drinks. Caffeine, despite having numerous health benefits, is also known to cause dehydration, which is the first step towards digestive problems and constipation. Moreover, this ingredient causes hypertension, which leads consequently to a higher than normal blood pressure in the rectal veins. Given the fragility of blood vessels walls in the pelvic area, too much pressure can easily damage them, causing the formation of bumps as well as bleeding and pain. Keeping an eye on caffeine intake not only prevents hemorrhoids bleeding but also accelerates the recovery of altered tissues as it strengthens the immune function. But besides reducing consumption of these beverages, you should also increase the water intake to make sure you stay properly hydrated. Insufficient consumption of water is just as bad as excessive intake of coffee and caffeinated drinks, so both aspects should be taken into consideration by those looking for home remedies for hemorrhoids. How to treat bleeding hemorrhoids naturally with crack willow. Another herbal treatment that you can try in order to get rid of bleeding hemorrhoids naturally, in the comfort of your own home, refers to using crack willow on a daily basis until the symptoms and discomfort caused by bleeding piles is reduced. Scientifically called Salix fragilis, crack willow is a deciduous tree found in Europe and Western Asia, which can reach a height of 20 meters. The part of the plant used for curing piles is the bark, from which a powder is obtained. This has to be mixed with red oak and horsetail, or with sage and pillowort, all these herbs acting synergistically to stop bleeding and speed up hemorrhoid shrinking. Available in most herbal food stores, crack willow can also be used in the form of liquid extracts, pills, capsules, tinctures and teas, being equally effective in treating piles. How to heal bleeding hemorrhoids with goldenrod. Goldenrod, or Solidago fragoria as this plant is scientifically called, is another efficient herbal treatment used for centuries as cure for bleeding hemorrhoids. In most cases the plant is used externally, in topical ointments and homemade creams, alone or mixed with other ingredients known to reduce the symptoms of piles. The active ingredients in this herb are very powerful and exert their antioxidant and astringent properties on the damaged tissue, speeding up the healing of blood vessels walls and reducing swelling and bleeding. However, the plant can also be used internally, so it's recommended to internal and external pile sufferers at the same time. Goldenrod tea or tinctures mixed with water can be served several times a day, being renowned for their high efficiency in sustaining wounds healing. How to get rid of bleeding hemorrhoids with purslane. Purslane is a plant used in traditional Chinese medicine for stopping hemorrhages and strengthening blood vessels walls. It's a natural remedy highly effective in reducing swelling, pain, and bleeding of internal or external hemorrhoids and can completely eliminate piles within 1 month of regular consumption. Rich in calcium, citric acids and other active principles with astringent and anti-inflammatory effects, this herbal remedy sustains a healthy digestion, speeds up healing of cuts, wounds and sores, reduces intestinal bleeding, and restores normal blood pressure. Cooked purslane leaves contain high concentrations of potassium, calcium and vitamin A, being ideal for pile sufferers looking to improve their overall health state, while achieving relief from hemorrhoids pain and bleeding once and for all. Natural cure for bleeding hemorrhoids with corn. A less known, but very effective natural cure for bleeding piles is corn, which can be consumed either cooked or as popcorn, both versions being healthy alternatives. This food is very rich in fibers and poor in calories, so besides stimulating digestion and preventing constipation by making stools softer, it also helps in maintaining a healthy weight. Besides fibers, corn also provides a high amount of antioxidants, which are essential for the normal functioning of the immune and cardiovascular system. Consumed on a regular basis, corn not only stops the bleeding of damaged tissues inside or around the anal canal, but also prevents new hemorrhoids from forming. So if you're looking for a natural remedy for bleeding piles, you can start by including corn and popcorn in your daily menu. Bleeding hemorrhoids cure with carob powder. Carob powder is one of the most delicious home remedies for learning how to cure bleeding hemorrhoids. Tasting like chocolate and providing a very high amount of fibers, this product is efficient in preventing diarrhea, which aggravates piles and causes them to bleed. This powder is virtually free of side effects, so it can be used even by children without putting one's health at risk. It's a great source of mineral and vitamins which strengthen immunity and enhance blood's composition while normalizing blood pressure. Some say carob powder is even healthier than cocoa powder as it contains no fats and no cholesterol, providing only good carbs which contribute to an enhanced mood and higher energy levels, sustaining a more active lifestyle.